A new video surfaces showing Taliban militants executing a Pakistani man. He's accused of being paid by the U.S. to conduct covert operations for the CIA. Joining me on the phone from Islamabad is NBC News producer Carol Grisanti. Carol, first, let's listen to Habibur Rahman's confession.
We are responsible for the donor takes at certain places in North Waziristan. Each of us were paid 20,000 Pakistani rupees up front. We were then assured that we would later be paid 1 million rupees each, but we would have to wait a little while for that money. Then this man gave us these chips, which were wrapped in cigarette paper. He then told us to go do our jobs and make sure we did them well. We told him that he should not worry because this job was very easy. I knew people were dying because of what I was doing, but I never realized the consequences. The man who hired us promised that he would protect us if anyone ever found out what we were doing.
In his confession, Rahman says he didn't know he was working for the U.S. and that he was just doing this for the money. Who was recruiting him, and who does he think he was working for?
Well, what we think is that these young kids are recruited by handlers. There's a channel, there's a network. The people who are actually the real informers, they're recruiting kids that are illiterate, have no idea what they're doing. They just do what they're told for a promise of maybe, like in Rahman's case, $100, which is a fortune for them. And then there's a promise of a much larger sum. Most likely these kids never get any more money because it's often the handlers who turn them in to the Taliban, just so they don't have to pay them more.
So, Carol, this video was distributed by the Taliban in a DVD. How were you able to get a copy?
Well, the Taliban have always had a media arm, if you will, that they would shoot video, propaganda video, and then make sure it would be distributed to local media organizations in the tribal areas and mostly in Peshawar, in the Northwest Frontier province. In the past, the videos showed potential suicide bombers signing up to go fight jihad in Afghanistan. Now what we're seeing, like the video that you have, is video that is a warning, basically, to future spies. This man was executed for being a spy for the Americans. The Taliban want people to see it. They want to see what happened to him. They want to terrorize the local tribes.
With the strength of the Taliban over there releasing this DVD, is this really going to have a severe impact on those helping the United States?
I don't think so, because just like this poor 19-year-old young boy, these kids don't know what they're doing. They're promised money. $100 in the tribal areas is a fortune of money. And so with the promise of more $100 bills, these kids will keep doing it, and they'll keep getting killed.
Carol Grisanti, reporting from Islamabad. Carol, thank you so much. U.S. officials have commented on this video, calling it propaganda. You can read more on this story in the World blog. That is in the link below. In New York, I'm Dara Brown.